Hey friends, welcome back to the mat. I'm really excited to share something a little bit different from our usual pace with you today. I've got some poses lined up that are a little bit more energetic, a little bit more powerful. So maybe grab a water if you'd like and go ahead and join me in any kind of easy seated shape. Have a big full deep breath in through the nose. Imagine sitting up a little taller, settling into your neutral spine, and on the exhale, imagine scanning from the top of the head all the way back down to the seat and just softening as we move down the body. Maybe bringing a little space between the upper and lower teeth, melting the shoulders down away from the ears. And take a few moments to feel the physical sensation in the body as we breathe in and out through the nose, feeling that expansion, that little lift, and that gentle contraction and draw back in towards center. If you notice yourself starting to kind of mentally wander off of the mat or out of our practice, feel free to come back to that breath sensation. We're always either breathing in or out, and it can kind of help keep us grounded in the moment in our bodies on the mat. Whenever you're ready, have a big full deep breath in. Sit up a little taller and exhale, chin to chest, keeping the shoulders nice and open. Lower back is supported by the core, which is on. On the next inhale, gently roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Let the right side get heavy. Exhale, chin back to center. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Left side stays heavy. Exhale, chin to center. Continue to move with your breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling center. Inhaling up. And exhaling center. On the next breath in, bring the crown of the head right back up and settle into that neutral spine. I'm going to float the arms up and out, left fingertips to the left, right fingertips to the right, dropping the shoulders down away from the ears. Palms face down. Imagine pressing into stacks of books or blocks under each hand. And we're actively reaching out and gently pressing down. I'm going to squeeze between the shoulders to bring the arms right back in line with the rest of the body and hold here for a few breaths, starting to connect the brain to the core, feeling the core muscles supporting the upper body. On the next breath in, rotate both palms up, float the arms up, shoulders drop down away from the ears, squeeze between the shoulders to bring the arms back in line with the ears, and imagine stacking wrists over elbows, over shoulders, over hips. Inhale, imagine getting a little bit taller. Exhale, rotate the palms away from each other, sweep the fingertips down to the floor, roll the shoulders down, lift from the heart space, keeping the lower back nice and long. If it feels good to tuck the chin slightly up, feel free. Exhale, arms back up. Big breath in. Exhale, down. Stay for a big breath in. And exhale the arms back up. Stay for a big breath in. And exhale last time down. Stay for the breath in. And exhale, bring those hands back to the knees. Beautiful. I'm going to turn sideways, bringing the feet to the floor with the knees bent. I'm going to take the hands to the front of the knees. I'm going to start in a neutral spine, so I'm being really careful not to round between the shoulders here or overarch in the low back, but staying pretty nice and tall. I have the feet about hip width, knee width. Big breath in, and on the exhale, I'm going to round back, tuck the chin towards the chest. You can really kind of hold onto the front of the knees to press a stretch into the shoulders, between the shoulder blades and up the spine. Let the navel draw in and back. Inhale, coming up through neutral, and on the exhale, I'm going to spread the knees a little, roll the shoulders down, bring the shoulders towards each other, heart space up and forward, keeping the lower back nice and long. If it feels good to point the chin slightly up, you can. Just be careful not to let the head drop back. Big breath in. Exhale, round. Lean back, tuck the chin towards the chest, deep stretch between the shoulders and up the spine. Inhaling up back through neutral. Roll the shoulders towards each other. Lift the heart space up and forward, maybe looking slightly up. Exhale, rounding back. Last one. Inhaling back up to center. I'm going to bring the palms to the floor with the fingers facing out to the left and right, or if that angle doesn't feel good on the wrists, you can bring the knuckles to the floor with the thumbs facing towards the feet and the fingers facing in towards each other, but we will need to move the hands a little bit. So I'm going to leave the hands out. I'm going to scooch the hips forward just a little, and I'm going to walk my feet mat width. So nice wide stance here in the feet. Pressing into the hands to lift the heart space. Little tiny heart opener, squeeze the shoulders towards each other, big breath in. Exhale, both knees fall down to the left. And because I had a wide stance, the left heel is staying close to the right knee. Pressing into the hands, lift. Inhale back to center. Exhale, both knees over to the right. Again, so the right heel is close to the top of the left knee. I'm pressing into the hands to lift. Inhale, center. We'll take these next few a little bit quicker, 1 breath per movement. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center, listen for the difference. Exhale, knees down to the left. I'm going to lift that right hand. I'm going to turn the left fingertips to point behind me, and I'm going to bring that right arm around and reach. Big breath in, twisting from the belly button, ground down through the right knee and get tall, and you might look back and down over that left shoulder. Reaching that right arm forward like you're trying to shake hands with somebody. Inhale, come on back. Exhale, knees down to the right. Lifting the left hand, spin the right fingers to face behind you. Reaching that left hand back behind. Rolling the shoulders down away from the ears. If you'd like to look back and down over the right shoulder, you absolutely can. Soft in the low back, deep twist, grounding down through that left knee, get tall. Inhaling back to center. Beautiful. I'm going to walk the feet in. I'm going to take the knees together. I'm going to rock and roll forwards and backwards 3 or 4 times. It gives me a nice articulated stretch down the spine. And we're going to come all the way forward and over into tabletop. Big breath in, exhale, roll back. Inhale up, exhale down. And then I'm going to come up and over. Tabletop shape, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You can press the tops of the feet into the floor to stretch the ankles, or you can curl the toes. Your choice. I'm going to spread the fingers wide and grip the fingertips into the mat to push weight forward out of the wrists. If the spine is kind of hanging here, I'm going to press into the hands to lift the heart space up away from the floor, engaged in the shoulders. And then I'm going to tuck the tailbone forward just enough to take that little dip out of the low back. Bring the neck neutral. Imagine pressing the crown of the head forward and the tailbone back for a nice long spine. One more big breath in here. And on the exhale, I'm going to round the spine, but keep the neck neutral. Really press the hands into the floor. Stretch between the shoulders, tuck the tailbone forward. One more big breath in. And on the exhale, I'm going to hover the knees off of the floor. You can walk the feet forward a little bit to keep the knees under the hips, or you can roll onto the toes to bring the knees closer to the wrists for a little bit more of a challenge. Tailbone is tucked forward, nice and round in the spine. Knees stay under the hips as opposed to flaring out or all the way in. One more big breath in. Exhale, lower down. And shoot that left leg back. Big breath in, and on the exhale, I'm gonna lean or press into that left heel to get a deep stretch on the calf. You can play with spreading the toes wide and shifting weight from big toe to pinky toe in that back left foot to change which calf muscle is stretching. Gently shifting forward, rebend that left knee, left leg out long, press into the hands. Tailbone tucks forward, squeeze that left glute to lift the heel in line with the hip. Big breath in on the exhale, point the left toes, bend the knee, and step that left foot in between the hands. Left is over the left ankle, right hip is over the right knee. I'm gonna come up onto fingertips, roll the shoulders back and down. I'm gonna start to lift the upper body off of the left leg. And on the exhale, I'm gonna sweep the hands back. I'm using the core here to lift, keeping the neck neutral. Left foot and right knee are on train tracks, not on a tightrope. And when you're ready, hinging up, bring the arms up, tuck the tailbone forward, deep stretch on the front of the right leg through the hip flexor or the quad. Big breath in, exhale, bring those hands down inside of that left leg. I'm gonna press into the hands. I'm gonna engage that back right leg to lift the knee. You can see I've shifted forward, shoulders are way in front of the wrists. So I'm gonna shimmy that back leg back until the shoulders come over the wrists and the left knee is over the left ankle. You always have the option here to drop the back right knee. I'm gonna leave mine up. Heel is over the ball of the foot. I'm active in that back right leg. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up, left hand over left shoulder, over right hand. Big breath in, spiral that heart space open. Draw the left knee towards the heart towards the knee, the belly towards the thigh. Imagine zipping up the inner line here. Big breath in. Exhale, reach that left hand back towards the back foot, and you can look back over that shoulder. When you're ready, big breath in, bring that left hand down outside of the left leg. We're gonna drop the right knee, come up onto fingertips, roll the shoulders back and down, sweep the arms up. I'm pressing into that front foot to keep the knee over the ankle. Exhale, hands to heart center. If you'd like to have that back left leg engaged, you will be up here. Big breath in, exhale, right elbow over left thigh, hands to heart, heart to hands, look up over that left elbow. When you're ready, bring the heart space center, roll the shoulders down. If that back knee is dropped, on the next breath in, lift that back right knee, left knee stays over the left ankle. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor on either side of that front left foot. I'm gonna step the left leg back, high plank. Big breath in, and on the exhale, lower both knees. Walk the knees wide, bring the big toes to touch. Send the hips towards the heels. And walk those hands forward for an extended, wide-legged child's pose. Tabletop shape, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hip. One more big breath in here. And on the exhale, I'm going to round the spine, but keep the neck neutral. Really press the hands into the floor. Stretch between the shoulders, tuck the tailbone forward. One more big breath in. And on the exhale, I'm gonna hover the knees off of the floor. You can walk the feet forward a little bit to keep the knees under the hips, or you can roll onto the toes to bring the knees closer to the wrists for a little bit more of a challenge. Tailbone is tucked forward, nice and round in the spine. Knees stay under the hips as opposed to flaring out or all the way in. One more big breath in. Exhale, lower down. I'm going to stretch that right leg out long, toes stay on the floor. Press into the hands, tuck the tailbone forward, and on the exhale, I'm going to lean or press back into that right foot. You can spread the toes and play with shifting weight from big toe to pinky toe to change which calf muscle is stretching there. Rounding here and hold. When you're ready, with an inhale, shift the shoulders back over the wrists. Squeeze the glutes to lift that right heel. Heel stays in line with the hips. Big breath in on the exhale, point that right foot, draw the knee forward, and we're gonna step the right foot in between the hands. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Come up onto fingertips. On the exhale, I'm gonna float the hands back. I am not resting on my thigh. I am using the strength of my core with the tailbone tucked forward to lift up and forward here. Press into that front foot to keep the knee over the ankle. And on the inhale, we hinge all the way up. Shoulders roll down away from the ears. Tuck the tailbone forward to start to feel a stretch on the front of the left leg. The back left toes can be curled or top of the foot on the floor, whichever feels best on that bottom kneecap. Big breath in. And on the exhale, I'm going to bring the hands down inside of that front right leg. Curl the left toes. I'm going to engage the leg to lift the knee, and you can see I've shifted quite a bit forward in the upper body. So I'm going to shimmy that back leg back until my shoulders are over the wrists and my right knee is over the right ankle. Option here to drop the back left knee if you'd like. I'm going to leave mine lifted. Big breath in, get nice and light in that right arm. Reach that right arm up, stack the right hand over the right shoulder, over the left shoulder, over the left hand. Stay active in that back left leg, shifting forward. Heel is over the ball of the foot. Big breath in, and on the exhale, reach that right arm back. Inhale that right arm up and back down. Dropping that back left knee. I'm going to come up onto fingertips, roll the shoulders back and down. I'm going to float the arms up, reaching up. Big stretch here, keeping the right knee over the right ankle. And notice I'm not collapsing into the joints, but I'm pressing into that front right foot to keep the knee over the foot. Big breath in, exhale, hands to heart center. Rolling the shoulders back and down. One more big breath in here. And on the exhale, I'm going to bring the left arm to the right thigh for a twist. Bring heart to thumbs, thumbs to heart. Look up over that right elbow. One more big breath in. And on the exhale, I'm going to engage that back leg, lift that back knee. Inhale, I'm going to come up to center, pressing into that front right foot to keep the knee over the ankle. Roll the shoulders down, steady, strong in that back left leg. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bring those hands forward on either side of that front right foot. I'm going to step the right foot back, high plank. Big breath in, and on the exhale, lower both knees. Walk the knees wide, bring the big toes to touch, send the hips towards the heels, and walk those hands forward for an extended, wide-legged child's pose. When you're ready, gently lifting the forehead, walk those hands back in. I'm going to pull back up into my tabletop shape, and we come on over into a seat. Doing our movements slowly really gives us an opportunity to feel for our alignment, feel for the muscle engagement, and make any adjustments we may need to. So stay slow, work with it. Thank you so much for joining me today for something a little bit different. I hope you guys had fun and you're feeling really nice and strong and a little bit more energized. I'll see you soon.